I always thought it'd be you two who'd be road testing the future for us. But you're stuck in essentially punching biological structure until it gives up and does what you want. And Tony, you fiddled with some medical patents and built a superhero suit. She's the Edward Teller of biology, and you're the Dean Kamen of technology.
That's not fair. Dean Kamen's done good, useful work.
Yeah, but he also made the Segway. Clive Sinclair made Britain a center of excellence for consumer microcomputing, but all he's remembered for is the C5, which was a Segway with pedals. You two are going to your graves with the epitaph almost useful. But then, so am I.
What are you working on right now?
Mostly, I'm taking drugs. I spend my days cooking down Illinois bundleweed into DMT and raising mushrooms.
You and your damn psychedelics.
You would never drop LSD, would you?
I liked whiskey better.
Good for you. I've come to consider LSD as abrasively psychiatric. It really just reruns all your memory stores at random. DMT and mushrooms are much more interesting and alive. DMT interests me because it gets to a place beyond your memory stores. You know, something like 60% of people have the same hallucinations on DMT. Terence McKenna, rest his soul, called them self-transforming machine elves, little bouncing technological artifacts that spoke a basic machine code that, no matter what your language, you could understand. He thought he'd accessed the afterlife. I think it's the operating system of the human body. The brain is actually designed to take in and process DMT. Did you know that? I think we're supposed to take it. I think we're supposed to see our own operating systems. Perhaps we're supposed to hack them. Perhaps we're supposed to change our own bodies. Drugs are technologies, Tony. In the places where humanity first arose, there were psychedelic mushrooms. It's a medical fact that those mushrooms improve visual acuity. That would make early humans better hunters. The Iron Man suit you built, Tony, it has sensors, zoom lenses and the like.
Yes?
Same thing. Whatever poor moron you stuff into that suit can see better. Same with the early humans who had mushrooms in their diet. I imagine your Extremis process redesigned the human eye too.
Yeah.
And you are both in the business of making better hunters. Haven't strayed far from the pack, have you? Why are you both here?
Advice.
Come to see the wise man of the forest, the old shaman. You know what they call a shaman in Australia? The clever fella. Which one of you is in trouble?
That would be me.
Let me guess. The old super soldier thing. That's always bugged you. Microelectronic plugins for the brain.
Yeah.
You know, no one's ever gotten a result exactly like old Erskine did with Captain America. You know what a Hieronymus machine is? It's a bunch of junk in a box. It just happens to work exactly to the experimenter's intent. Some people think that Erskine's formula was a Hieronymus machine. That it was simply his own force of will that made it work exactly like a perfect super soldier dose. You're both in trouble. It's just that he doesn't know it yet. You can barely look at yourself in the mirror, can you, Tony? You're rich now, independent. I have a feeling you do good works when you can, but it's not enough. You have intellect and power, but it's not enough. It's like there's a dam across your life. Her problem is that she's a woman. There's a glass ceiling. It could take her another 5-10 years to get to where you are now. And what would you do when you got to Tony's position?
4 years of engineering, and I could cure cancer.
There you go. And what do you think of at night, Tony?
Making a better Iron Man suit.